The Dragon Spell, or Nick Tanner as its original Ukrainian name is, can be surely called the first 3D cartoon ever produced in Ukraine. There is a long history behind its creation that led to an establishment of an animation studio in 2011. It is the studio which took care of the production process going smoothly in order to eventually show us their result on the big screen. The debut for Ukraine is scheduled for October the 13th. The same day, the English version of the film should be on the silver screen as well. The idea of the cartoon is deep, but at the same time simple. Real heroism isn't brain over brawn, rather than just strength of the body.
We were trying to make an interesting story. The story which would be interesting for both an English-speaking audience as well as a Ukrainian one, with a combination to be instructive, cheerful and dynamic. That's why we referred to a Ukrainian legend and made a sequel of the story about Kirilo the Tanner.
Viktor Andriyenko, a screenplayer and a voice actor, is highly excited about the cartoon. He says he joined the team when they had already started their work, but he became an integral part of the process within the first 20 seconds while watching a draft version. He started moving, enacting characters of the story, creating voices for them. And eventually he voiced over Eddie in the Ukrainian version of the film.
I felt how my character Eddie should react and move. It's like, if he falls down, I suggest his tongue drops out. I was constantly giving my suggestions. Many things appeared through dubbing characters. We felt free to improvise. Very often, I was a helping hand for our animators.
The film director is still submerged in work. He's watching a final version and is finding minor things to correct before the release. There is some time left to improve the cartoon and make it better.
For example, I find some problems with light, or shots themselves. They are small nuances, but we want a great quality, and the cartoon is actually ready.
The modeling department also had tons of work. It's the place where draft pictures of artists turn into objects full of color and shape. It's hard to say how many sketches they need for making a model. Everything depends on the complexity of a character, his personality and role in a film.
Artists get their task referring to a script and start drawing sketches. They take into account every detail, down to how eyebrows of a character will move. Then we make models out of these sketches. Then these are all handed in to the animators, who make the models as moving objects, which play a particular role in the cartoon.
The budget of the cartoon, around 4 million euros, allowed them to concentrate a lot of attention and efforts on quality. As a result, many countries around the globe are open to buying the Dragon Spell for their domestic screening.
We really tried and worked hard to fit into the budget and to give like really nice quality of the film, so we can compare for the quality with other studios, European ones, more well-known in the world. We're pretty happy, you know, because we sold it to many countries, and some of them, they're like really big countries with the big box offices, as China, for example, or in Japan as well. The box office usually is very high. So there's lots of countries from the Europe, like UK, we have Germany, we have even Middle East, some of the Middle East companies. There's more like companies as well looking for us from the Latin America.
If the Dragon Spell proves to be a success, the cartoon's producers promise to make a sequel of it. And here's the part of viewers. They will vote by going to cinemas.